before we will begin with the webinar, I would like to say that this is a live Q&A webinar, which means that you get you can ask whatever you want along the webinar at any stage. It doesn't matter what I'm showing or what I'm teaching. Still, you can put your question in the question section and I will address it accordingly. Okay, so we're going to go through the structure of the webinar and then we can begin. So the first thing we will see is the previous questions from other webinars that our team has put together. Okay, it looks like that. And then we, this is, as I said, this is your questions, guys. The dynamic question section is actually where I can put the questions down, okay? The questions that you guys can ask. Could be anything related to trading, really. This is a great opportunity. And lastly, sorry, first we have, I'm going to share with you some links, some privileges. Okay, it looks like that. And lastly, analysis. But this bit here is only if we don't cover the analysis through the questions themselves. Okay, which obviously I would prefer that rather than just to use this example. Okay, any capital markets and trading information disclosed in this webinar is provided for informative purposes only and should not be constructed or applied as an investment advice or recommendation or a suggestion. Okay, now as I said, this webinar is live. That's true, but it's also recorded. So if there is anything you would like to recap at a later stage, or you would like to see it in a slower pace, you can do it on YouTube. You can get on our channel and see the recorded version. Okay. How can I get assistance from my account manager? Okay. Do I pay commissions for deposits and withdrawals? Okay. How can I know what price to enter or what price to close a position? Okay, it's a very interesting one. What is the difference? What is the difference between? Oh, what is the difference between different lot size? Okay, all right. Okay, that's great. Let's first take the first question. Where is our? Oh, there we go. A lovely, loyal notepad. And we can, okay, so first of all, who is my account manager? Now, actually, an account manager can also assist you with the registration department, but a senior account manager can assist you with all kind of things. So what you can do basically is you can send an email to your account manager if you already have one, and if you don't have one, you can access it. You can ask for assignment through here, through the customer service, either on the WhatsApp or on the chat, or by an email to cs@avatrade.com. And after you funded the account and you started moving, you can get an account manager depending on your eligibility. Now, an account manager, how do you get assistance from the account manager? The account manager can assist you with constructing a plan, constructing a strategy. If you have any doubts regarding risk money management decisions, so your account manager can give you his inputs, and we don't charge anything extra for that service. So I would highly recommend you to check. So like I said, you can send an email to your account manager if you already have one, and then ask for assistance with the things that I said. Or you can ask first, if you don't have an account manager, you can ask for one through here. And if you don't see that interface, you can simply send an email to here. Okay. Yeah. Let me maybe paste. Maybe I should answer here. It will be easier to just review it later on. So this will be the answer. An account manager can be, sorry, senior account manager can be assigned on file after making deposit automatically or through customer service, and he can assist you with all queries related to the trade. Okay. Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll put that a bit smaller, just so we can know the difference between an answer to a question. Okay, Mr. Philo, we have a question here. I opened extra account, but I don't need it. Is there empty? Okay, I'm not sure that I fully understand what you're asking, but I'm gonna paste it down and I will get to it. And I will get to it soon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Now, yeah, as I said, a senior account manager. Okay, such related to trading, such as trading plan, risk money management, strategy, all kind of things. Really, education. Okay. All right. Second thing we have here, do I pay commissions for deposits and withdrawals? Okay, so that is no and no, right? No deposits. There are no fees on deposits or withdrawals. Okay. Let me just show you quickly how to do that as well. Okay. Maybe we're missing that bit. Okay. It's a little smaller. Oh, whatever. That's still okay. Let me just show you quickly how to do it. But we are on a demo, okay? So bear with me for a moment. Let me switch to real account. Okay, so there is another question. What and how do you do Ava charge the swap charges? Okay, that's also a wonderful question. It's also a wonderful question. Just a second, and I'll paste it. And I'll paste it here. Okay, that's it. That's it. Let's just read that quickly. I'll open an extra account that I need. Is there an empty center of the web? Okay, so that is not really a question, because you can there is just don't use it if you don't need it. That's the best solution I can give, and that seems okay, and that seems okay as well. Yeah. All right. Thank you for those wonderful questions. And okay, we'll see just a second. I want to show you guys how to make a withdrawal. Okay, whether if it's your profits or loss. So oh, is it on, guys? Are you seeing my screen? Not sure if it's on, because on my end it looks like it's not showing. What about now? I really hope that it's now it's showing. Okay, it should be fine. I hope that my screen is showing now. Yeah, that's it's not good. I'm trying to I'm trying to fix it, but I'm not sure if it worked or not. Is it any better now? Oh, thank God. Okay. Right. Let's click here. Okay, so to make a withdrawal, just look how simple that is. So I'm gonna click here on the 3 lines, and then I'm gonna click here on my accounts, and sorry, then I'm gonna click on payments. It's under payments. And I'm going to click on withdrawal. Okay. Then I'm going to choose. Okay, we're going to give it a moment. And I'm going to choose which method I would like. I'm going to put the amount that I want. Okay. Let's try it again. Sometimes it doesn't want to go on the first. Just a second. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, and that's fine. Now I can withdraw securely, but I have to obviously put the same exact details that I've used with the card. Okay, it's something you should know. You can withdraw to the same place you deposited with. You can switch between accounts. And yeah, as you saw, that took only 3 clicks away. How fast was it? Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. There is a question here. Can demo be on MT4 format instead of web-based type? Yeah, of course. You can absolutely do that. But I suggest you'll contact your senior account manager to give you a guide through of how to make it, because you need to make an MT4 demo account, not through the web trader. Okay, this is very easy to do, but it's a particular case. So I suggest you'll ask your senior account manager and he will guide you through. Okay, let's carry on. So the third one is how can I know at what price to enter or at what price to close a position? Okay, it's a bit of a tricky question, but I guess we're gonna find a solution for that. Okay, let's also switch to an account with a budget that only had 100 quid in it, so it's not really helping us. Just a second. How do I? Should be fine. Okay, I really hope that, I don't know why it does that. It's showing me like it's not showing it to you guys, but on my end it looks fine. Okay, now it should be back to normal. Okay. All right. So how can I know at what price to enter or at what price to close a position? Okay, wonderful. So let's pick an asset. Right now we have the Aussie versus the Japanese yen. Let's scroll down through the categories. Let's find ourselves an asset, maybe one of the indices, maybe in particular. There is a question here from Kumo. I added my real account on MT5, but it's not working. I have to be asked to contact the office. I have absolutely no idea what that means, Kumo, but you can, the same thing that I said to Philo, you can simply contact your senior account manager, send him a screenshot, and if you get an error, it might be advisable as well, and then he can provide to you with a solution. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so let's see. Yesterday we had a very interesting announcement with the consumer price index. So I guess Nasdaq was very interesting yesterday. This is Nasdaq, by the way, US Tech. And Yeah, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so we have here, how can I know what price to enter or what price to close a position? So we have something called entry. Okay, we always have the now price. The now price is 18.718 and a half, and the buy price is obviously $1.50 higher than the sell price. Okay, maybe $1.25 depending on fluctuations. And now the question is, what right here I'm looking at the chart, how can I know what's the best place to enter here? And even if I do enter, okay, let's suppose I enter here or in the middle, or maybe a little lower, or maybe now. Maybe I should enter now. Who knows? Okay, even if I do enter now or in a later stage in a different price, where is the best place to close it? Yeah. So let's suppose that we believe Nasdaq still has some way to go. Okay, let me just show you quickly, guys, along the history. This is a new thing. Same for gold. Okay, that's what we call all-time high. Okay, we can't go any further than that, apparently. Okay, that's as far as we can go. And you can see that it hasn't been this high ever. So how can we still find a good place, as the question here is asking? Okay, let's see. So right now we said that the price is 18,718. Let's see if we have something related to support and resistance. No, that's about lot size, and that's fine. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. It's not urgent for this question. Okay, so what can I do to know if this is a good price or not? So if I look at here, it's been like it's been let's see how long ago. You see, because this is the only time, let me capture that as well. So I have a rectangle around that candle, and I'm also gonna capture that one. Why? Because it's been through the same levels. Okay, we see an increase here similarly, and then this is the only time that it passed. We take that a little higher than that. You see, it hasn't reached that level. 1860.27 is here, and then we have a higher resistance. We have a higher resistance which already broke. Okay, yesterday. Okay, we are looking at daily candles just to confirm. Okay, those are daily candles. So that means that each candle here is a day. What we see here is that, let me also put a line into it. You see that this is the first 21st of March. How long ago is that? Okay, approximately 2 months. 2 months it's been since it's been on that level. Now, because we had something fundamental yesterday, okay, and the impact already took place, but this is something I shouldn't say because sometimes there are ripples. Sometimes something happens and then it's followed by the same trend. Okay, it doesn't always change drastically. It could. Similarly, when it happened in here, you see, buy, sell, and buy, almost same size, same momentum. Okay, it could happen. I'm not saying that it can't, but it could also proceed. Also, it could proceed going up. Okay, so we could say, listen, if there is nothing additional fundamental that can have an impact and pull it up, I have a reason to believe it might fluctuate down in the short term. As we see that today, it's been stuck there for, let's see how long. For a decent amount of time. Okay, I don't know exactly how many hours are here, but you can see that it's been there for a while, ranging through those levels. Okay, versus yesterday, as you can see, that it started moving already. Okay, let's not forget yesterday. Let me again just to clarify that. Yesterday we had the consumer price index. Okay, we had the consumer price index, and this is why the market seems to be fluctuative so much. Okay, with Nasdaq, and I guess gold was also interesting. Just a second. You see, oh, hold on. No, but this is weeks. Let's switch this to days as well. Now, what can I say about that in regards to the question that we have? Because the question here is actually what price to enter or to close, yeah? That's the question. So how can I, let me fold that down. I think it might be easier to just focus on that chart, but I wanted to show you. You see that yesterday was a good day for gold as well, yeah? You see that's yesterday. Okay. So that means which also seems to fall. Which also, let me get rid of that. Which also seems to fall. So similarly, we have Nasdaq stock, right? And we have gold plunging down, and obviously it correlates. Okay, it correlates. Let me get rid of gold just for the time being, so I can focus on that chart. It's easier to have a nice wide screen, having a full picture which we can analyze. Okay, and now let's see what we have. So we have that level which is somewhere in the middle, 18,534.35. We have the higher resistance which is 18,750. Sorry, 18. Just a second. We already broke that, so right now 18,750 might be a simulated resistance. It might get to it, it might not, but we can assume that it can get there. There is anything fundamental that can pull it up. And now, what can I say about what we have now? So from one side, I can say if I sell now, okay, for the short term, I have a reason to believe it might turn around, same as it happened many times here before, but I don't know exactly what price it could turn around to. Okay, I can also say, listen, it might go even higher. Okay, but let's assume that this is a sell scenario for the sake of our example, so we can proceed with something. Okay, and we would like to enter, let's suppose we want to enter now. Okay, not to lose momentum. Let's suppose entry already moved a bit, but again, it's not, we're not going to keep changing that. Okay, this is what we have. This is the entry, and that's the now price as well. Okay, and this is a sell. Okay, we at Nasdaq. Okay, and now what we're looking at is actually 0.01 with Nasdaq. We're looking at, let me just show you quickly here at the same time, this nice tab here, which I can find all kind of information. All kind of information. There was a question here about the swap fees, right? Let me go into that. Right? So the swap charges, how do we know the swap charges for Nasdaq is an example. Okay, what we can do is we can see that the annual interest for a buy is 9.59%. Okay, and the overnight fee for a sell is minus 0.2. Okay, and if we do it daily, the daily charge will be minus 0.01%. Well, now those are percentages out of what number? What percentage of what? What? Okay, so minus 0.01%, 2.67% per week, 4.37% per month. Okay, no problem. But percentages out of what? What are we calculating here? So what we actually calculating is the value of our position. The value, how much our position is worth. Okay? If I acquire 1 share of Nasdaq, it's worth the same as the value of the share. Okay? It's not a share, it's an index, but never mind, okay? So 0.1, that means 10 shares, 10 indices with Nasdaq that already worth almost 200,000 quid, right? 187,205. So 187,205, okay, versus just a second. Okay, if I'll divide that by 9.59%. Okay, this is annually. Just a second. So let's say that is an example. Okay. All right, and I divide that by 3. Okay, so this could be, as an example, my swap per day. Okay, not for that, not for that, for the number that we for that. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is how you can find the swap. It's very easy to find. You see, it's right here. And this is for a buy. If it would have been a sell, it would be something else. Okay. And it's very easy to find. Now, why did I show you this? Because one of the things that we do to know when can be a good price to close the position, if we hypothetically sell here, is that depends on the lot size. That depends. If, for instance, I want to achieve on this position, goal for this position is to make $100. Okay, as an example. So I need to know, let's suppose we are selling, we're not buying, we're selling, and I click on the take profit. Okay, it helps me simulate what can be my possible profit. So the take profit and the stop loss, how do we use them? How can they help us find the good price to close or to enter a position? Very, very easily. Okay, we actually have 3. Let's cover that as well. Let's include that as well. So that pending order, what it does, this is a price. I can schedule on a certain price. Let's say I want to stick with 18,715. Okay, this is where I want to sell. This is not what we have now. That's another $3 up. And let's suppose, okay, that I wish to make, let's say $100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put here 100. Okay, and then it's showing me, okay, it's showing me that the price that I need is 18,615, right? Why? Because, yeah, when it doesn't let you land it on the exact price, what do is you click it twice and you change it from the coordinates. Okay, just change it from, sorry, you just change it from here, and we have it. Okay, this is our destined our price, target price. Okay, so that's $100 down. We have one indice, therefore $100 down leads us to 100. Okay, great. That also can be the same way for stop loss. Let's suppose that it does breach the resistance and it goes higher, and I don't want to lose a bigger amount that I should have had with my risk money management. Okay, so yeah, let's use a parallel scenario for the same length. Let's say, what was it, 1817? So let's say 18.185, right? And then I can lose, you see I increased it by 100, and here I decrease it from the current price. And then I can lose 100, and I can, I can gain 100, and I can lose 100. Okay? And here I know where my position will be launched. Okay? Keep in mind that this pending order is based on what you have here at the top. So if this would have been a buy, it will launch it as a buy. If this would have been a sell, it would launch it as a sell. Now, the good thing about using our platform is, as I showed you, I just placed whatever profits I wanted to make. Let's say I want to make 200 instead, okay, or even 2,000. Watch what happens when I market for 2,000. It's showing me that it needs to be very, very far down. Why is that? Because the length between my entry to my destined price, to my goal price, is very far away. Why is that? Because sometimes I have to adjust the quantity to the length that I'm expecting to make. Okay, why is that? Because for every unit that I acquire, even if it's a buy or a sell, and it moves across the chart $1, I gain or lose $1. Okay, let's repeat that one more time. For every for every unit that I have, and I'm going to show you a different lot size, because the next question here is involved with the question here is about the lot size. But right now, let's focus on what we see on the left-hand side. Okay, 1 unit movement across the chart of $1 can gain or lose $1. Therefore, when we decreased the price by 100 from that price, then we can make 100, because it's $100 down. If it would have been 50, so it would have been 50. If it would have been 25, so it would have been 25. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I wish to make 2,000 on that position, but I don't want to wait until, because you saw what it showed me. Let me show you again. It shows me that it needs to get to, where is it? Okay, to here. Now, I don't want to wait until NASDAQ will get there. Maybe it will never get there, right? Who knows? So what I can do is I can simply increase. What can I increase? The lot size, right? I increase the lot size, I increase the quantities, and then I need fewer steps on the chart. I need fewer movements. Okay, if you want to put it this way. So to locate your, in reference to that question, to locate your entry in your closing price, you can play between the lot size to the destined price that you want. You can use this simulation as I did to put the amount here, and you can first adjust the lot size that you want and then to do it. Okay, it doesn't really matter, because doing that or this doesn't launch the position. You launch the position from here, so you can keep playing with the adjustments until you find the numbers that you like. Okay, same apply with the stop loss. You can also play with that, with the plus and the minus, until you get to the number that you want. You can adjust the lot size, and great. Okay, so this is how you can know where to close it if you enter in a certain price, and vice versa. Okay, guys, do we have any questions so far? Before I get, I think this is our last question for today, right? Yeah. Okay, so do we have any questions so far? Right, should I do it before every position? Look, this is a great question, Alice. Thank you, Alice. Everything, all the content that I'm showing you, me or the other the other educators, nothing is mandatory. Okay, to my personal opinion, all those preparations are a matter of flavor. Okay, you want to go through the process, you want to do this checking, you want to do risk money management, you're just going to enhance your trading environment. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. Of course, everybody has their own technique, everybody has their own strategies. Those are simply tools for you to place in your belt. You decide how to use them. But in my personal opinion, those preparations are essential for my own tradings. Okay, I'm not randomly just gonna take a position if it makes sense. Okay, all right. Thank you though. Thank you for the question. Okay, let's move on. Hope I get used to it. I'm very new to this. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. So Alice, you said you wrote back, you replied that you hope you'll get used to it. So because you're very new to this, you're not the only one. There are lots of new clients. Everybody, all the experienced traders who were once new, right? Don't worry. How can I? Okay, so we solved that. What was the solution is you can use the take profit and the stop loss in our website to estimate the potential result of your position and adjust your lot size accordingly. To get the result you desire. Okay. As we saw, you can make comparison with the numbers until you find the number that you wanted. Okay. Okay, we have a question. I have a real account. How can I open a demo account? Let's see if I can show you. I highly doubt that I'll be able to do it here, but let me try anyway. Okay, just a second, guys. So I'm already on a demo account. To open another account, I don't think it will let me. I have to switch. No, it doesn't let me do it. Yeah, because I'm on a demo already. What I would suggest, Mr. Kumo, is contact your senior account manager and he will assist you with opening your demo account. Okay, because right now I'm already on a demo account, so it's not gonna let me open another demo account. Okay, from here. But shouldn't take more than 10 seconds. It's in here, it's the same area. You go to my accounts, you click on add an account, and it should be there. Apart from that, where were we? What is the difference? Okay, so, oh, you lost my screen. Oh, that's a problem. What keeps happening, that thing? Oh, thank God. Okay, thank you, Venkatesha. Thank you very much. Now, let's take what we have here. We're gonna paste it down. And then what is the difference between lot size? Okay, so we had Nasdaq. Okay, there is a question here. How and where can I get my account manager name and email address to help me with my request? Well, as in the beginning, you see, how can I get assistance from my account manager? As I said, Mr. Philo, all you have to do is really contact senior customer service, and they should assign somebody on your file. Okay, if you deposited and you started moving, they can assign somebody on your file, and he should contact you. If it doesn't contact you within 3 days since you've made a deposit, you can ask for him to contact you through the customer service. Okay, otherwise he should contact you automatically. Okay, that's usually how it works. Now, let's first finish with this question, and then I can address the questions that we have. Okay, what is the difference? So we add NASDAQ here. I'm just using it for the example. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to take something else. All right. So NASDAQ, the lot size is 1 to 100. Okay. When I take 0.01, the price here, if my account would have been with 100 quid, okay, like my real account, would I be able to take that position? Let me just write down here. Hold on. Just a second. We have a question from John. Okay. Go to accounts, select see all. It opens a screen where you can. Yeah, excellent, excellent. That's great. That's great. Okay, I hope it will work. You see? Okay, I hope that everybody saw my reply to John, because John here seems to provide here a nice solution for Mr. Kumo, right? Kumo, you ask how you open a demo account. Now you have a solution. Okay, because again, I can't show it to you from my end because I'm on a demo, so it's not gonna let me open a demo. Right. What is the difference between lot size? So what I'm showing you now, okay, there is something called price per unit. There is the units, amount lot. You see what it says here? Amount lot. Okay, that equals to value. And we have the leverage. The leverage is 1 to 20. Okay. Multiplies buying and selling. Okay. And lastly, we have the margin impact, also known as margin requirement. Okay. Necessary amount. Open and position. Okay. Now, let's go through that one by one, okay? Okay. Right. So the price here is 18, just a second, 18,717. Okay, we are with 1 unit, no problem. Times 1 unit equals same price. Okay, no problem. So that's the value. Value equals that. Okay, you don't need to know that, guys. You don't need to know that at all as long as you're using the web trader. Why? Because it does that for you automatically. Yeah, we all understand that. Look, it happened. Okay, I didn't do anything. It's already here. The next thing is the leverage. The leverage buying and selling is multiplied by how much? By obviously 20. Okay, 20. That means that my 10,000 will behave as if I had 20 times more for NASDAQ. Okay, but that's not exactly like that. But with the same logic, I can just divide my value because I multiplied by 20. I can divide my value by 20. Okay, and what happens when I divide my value by 20? Let me just show you that. Again, you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. Why? Because it's already happening. It's happening automatically. Okay. You don't need to know that. Okay, it's already here. So we said, oh, I didn't write it down. Just hold on, guys. Value divided by leverage, okay, equals margin impact. Therefore, 18,717 divided by 20 is that number over here. Yeah. Why am I showing you this when the question was the difference between lot size? So let me show you. This is 0.01 with Nasdaq, okay? Nasdaq, the lot size is 1 to 100. Okay. If I go with something else, let's say instead of Nasdaq, let's go with Dow Jones. Okay. Now, if I take 0.01, okay, because 1 equals 10, 0.1 equals 1. Okay, and as you can see, 1 is 40,000. 1 is 40,000, so it will work the same way. Okay, you see how it works? So if I take 0.01, it will be 200. Yeah, it will be 10% of the indice. Okay, and with the same formula, with the exact same formula, I see that this value divided by 20 is 200. Okay, let me show you something else, maybe with a bigger lot size. Maybe one of the commodities with relatively big lot size. Okay, you see the sugar is an example. One lot is 10,000. Therefore, 0.01 is 100. Okay, we saw that with Nasdaq, 0.01 equaled to 1 indice. With Dow Jones equal 0.01, it was 10% of an indice. And with sugar, 0.01 is 100. Why does that matter? Because it has an impact on my margin impact. Okay, this value is automatically multiplied by 100. Okay, let me clarify that for you. You don't need to know that by heart because the platform does it for you. But if you would want to trade MT4 or MT5 or just for your own vocabulary in trading, and you would want to know how it's been done, so this is exactly how. Okay, of course you can practice it and you can in your own time you can master it and know it fluently, but as long as you're trading with the web trader, it's been done automatically. Okay, let me quickly, how do I put it down for you guys? I think that I must do is simply just to take everything in here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down because the minimum lot size possible is 0.01, different lot size can have bigger or smaller impact on the value margin. Okay, that means that as we saw, when I'm trading something that is bigger than 100, the lot size automatically interpretate for more units. If it would have been crude oil as an example, so my 0.01 wouldn't be 1 unit, it would be automatically 10. Okay, very, very simple. And then the value will be multiplied by 10. It's presented here, it's divided by 10, and it's presented here. Okay, very simple and good to know. Basically, that's good to know for later on to know your margin usage. This is something you need to know. Okay, now our final question, let's review here. Okay, the question, just a second, from Mr. Philo. Is there, okay, we already done that, and I guess that instead of a dollar here, you meant MT5, right? So we already went through that. Thank you very much. And what and how do you, we already went through that as well. Okay, we saw that on that section. Okay, and I've showed that the percentages, it already says here, it's in percentages. The percentages that are here are from the value of your position. Okay, where is the value? We already saw that as well. Okay, it's right here where it says value. Okay, now I would like to share with you some links, guys, to save you the trouble to find certain things in our website. And that's one of them. This is the education section. Remarkable. I highly recommend it. It has many tutorials and education content. And as well, you can find it at the left-hand side of the web player. You see that in here? Where is this YouTube thing icon here? If I click on tutorials, it's gonna pop a nice window here with all kind of things. You see there are many topics here: trading basics, leverage, margin. You see what are lots in trading. Okay, what I've explained, this is on a video. Swaps are here, all kind of things. Really, I would highly recommend you to explore that. And as an addition, this could also take you to the academy. We're not gonna do that now, but I'm gonna provide with you the link, okay, for you to use it later on. Just a second. And lastly, I would like to give you guys the Q&A benefit. This is for you to share with your senior account manager, for him to give you to give you a one-on-one premium market review. Okay, I'm just gonna put it at the in the chat section. I really hope that you can see that. Okay, you can give it to your senior account manager to get the market review, and that's it. So before we say goodbye, guys, is there anything else that you would like to ask about what I've explained about? I don't mind to delay a minute or two. Do we have anything else? Anything at all? To recommend to begin with NASDAQ. Melanie, you're asking if I suggest to begin with NASDAQ, if I would recommend you to begin with NASDAQ. Well, I wouldn't know. You can try it with a demo. Every asset, as I always say, every asset is a good asset. You can make money or lose money with everything. That depends what you like, that depends what you get used to, that depends what you actually make money with. Okay, everything is possible. I hope that it helps. Anyway, guys, our time for today is up, and I hope I could help Melanie. Thank you for having. Thank you all for the great assistance from our audience today. You guys were amazing. I wish you all fruitful week. Have a good profits. Have a lot of profits, and have a good day. Thank you very much.